Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Joe Davis from Southern New Hampshire University, CJ 202. We're going to talk about discussion 5-1. Okay, to find the answers to help you the most with the discussion 5-1, let's go to the learning module and take a look at the week 5, module 5. Sorry about that. So we open that up and we come over here and we look at both the module overview, or if we go to module resources, there is the video scenario again, but there is only one document for you. Okay, and I'll open that up. I did it this way so you could see how to find it, and so you wouldn't have any trouble. Let me see if we can make it a little larger here. Okay, there we go. This document is called 4 Requirements for a Well-Written Report. If you take a look at the discussion prompt, the question, it says choose one of the 4 elements of a well-written report. So here are the 4 elements, the 4 requirements of a well-written report. Report must be complete, it must be concise, it must be clear, and it must be correct. I think if you count all of these bullet points up, the A's and the ones and the parentheses one, all that stuff, there are about 50 things that you could include in your discussion post. However, reading the discussion prompt closely, it says choose one of the 4 elements of a well-written report. Only choose one of them. Okay? In your initial post, provide a criminal justice example to illustrate that element. Okay, so if we were going to look up here where it says it's complete, it must include the essential questions of a report. We all know what those 6 questions are: who, what, when, where, why, and how. Then the report must be written so as to be understood by a third party, not necessarily another police officer. And then when it's completed, you must sign your name or signature, whatever it is, include your position of appropriate. Okay, now that may be one of the things that you would want to write about, because then you would pick a criminal justice example. Perhaps it is the ones that we have in the scenario, the domestic violence. It could also be a very simple petty theft report, a burglary report, a car theft report, something where you can answer the who, what, when, where, and why, and how of it. Okay? That's all there is to it, really. There is your answer. There's what you need to help yourself. Now, with that said, to answer the discussion board, you really ought to pay some attention to these, because when you look and see about the clear and concise, when we go to number 2 and number 3, concise does not mean short. Concise means that you say as much as you can in as few words, that it's specific and it's not confusing to the reader. Okay? And so clear, you're going to use descriptive words that everyone understands. When you say the subject was uncooperative, what does uncooperative mean? He yelled at you, he wouldn't put his hands up in the air, he wouldn't put his hands behind his back, he kept turning around, he kept getting up off the curb, whatever it is. And that's what you're after. And you need to use concrete titles for people. They're Miss or Mrs. or Mr., those kinds of things. Okay? Leave out connotative and detonative words. Some of these are in the text. But anyway, that was a tip for writing your narratives to help you out. I hope this helps. Keep those cards and letters coming.